Hi, welcome to A to Z knowledge.com. So today we are going to discuss about the topic interface in Java. Interface is a OOPS concept, and like before entering into practical, I am going to explain you as a theoretical as what is interface. So interface is a similar to class but not actually. So inside interface you can give methods and parameters but not implementation, only methods. Okay, and this method has to be get implemented in the class where you are implementing the interface. You have to implement all these interface methods in your actual class. Okay, so where this interface is exactly it is useful. So I am just creating a plan for car. Okay, so I am just creating a plan. So the car needs to have engine, it has to need doors, and it has to need steering, etc. So I am just putting everything inside to an interface, and I am just giving this to a mechanic to implement. So mechanic is like a child class, just imagine. So he is using my plan and he started implementing. But the thing is that in the mechanic he has to implement everything inside the interface. Okay, it is not like he is only expert of implementing engine and steering. So he is not expert in implementing door, means it is not allowed. Then your code will not work, because in interface, once you are using that interface in your class, then you have to implement all the methods whatever given in the interface. So if you see, I have created 3 methods: door, engine and steering. It is, and I created as a class car implementation, and you can see here I have implemented door, engine and steering. Now I am saying like I don't want to implement this door. See, immediately I will be getting an error says that I have to implement all the methods which I have given in the interface. Okay, so that is what interface. So I have to implement everything in my actual class. So that is called interface. So I am creating a plan, so and I am giving it to my juniors to implement it. So my junior says I am not expert in this particular method, so I don't want to implement. No other go. He has to implement. That is what interface. For example, if you are having a company, and for your company you are getting a standard from ISO. So ISO says that you have to implement all these 5 set of rules in your company, then only we will be giving you an ISO standard. Means you have to implement all the 5. No other go, right? You can say like I have only 4 rules. Please give me ISO. They won't give you, because you have to implement. You have implemented a request. You have sent a request for ISO. They are saying you have to implement all the 5. Then no other go. Then you have to implement all the 5. Okay, that is called an interface. Whatever you are given in the interface, you have to implement everything in your class. And one more thing, for interface you cannot create an object, because interface is not a concrete class. So that's why we created an object for the car impl to the child class. And here you have to use the keyword implements, not the extern. It is not an inheritance. Okay, so this interface concept is not there in C++, but it is there in Java. So instead of multiple inheritance, they came for interface in Java. They have eliminated the multiple inheritance from Java. That's why they came for interface. Because in multiple inheritance, we have a problem of the code will set into a loophole. That's why they have eliminated the concept of multiple inheritance, and they have said this problem as a diamond problem. Because of the diamond problem, they have eliminated multiple inheritance and they came for interface. Okay, so this is all about interface. So you can see here, this is called this is what multiple inheritance, and they are saying this is a diamond problem. I am having a class A, and class B is child of class A, and class C is child of class A. And again, for B and C, they have one more child called class D. Now class B has B property plus A property. Class C has C property and A property, and class D has B property and C property. Of course they are their parents. And D has D own property. Now D has to get the A property, right? So the class D will get confused whether I have to get the property A through B or through C. So this is problem called a loophole. We'll set into the program. This is what the diamond problem. So they are facing this problem in C++ and they are rectifying it too. But Java, they have not ready to accept this concept. That's why they have eliminated, and they came for multiple inheritance. Sorry, they came for interface instead of multiple inheritance. They have eliminated the concept. So whereas in interface, everything you have to implement. So if you want to get the interface, then you have to create a class and use the keyword implements, and you can implement the methods. But this is straight away opposite to it is opposite. The abstraction classes, the abstraction is something different. So if you use abstraction, okay, so only the needed methods, whatever you want, you can implement. So the remaining one you can eliminate. That is what abstraction. But interface, it is opposite, like you have to implement all the methods whatever you are given inside the interface. I am just executing this code. And you can see here, door is implementation is done, steering implementation, engine implementation, everything is done, whatever I have given in my plan. Okay, thanks for watching a2zknowledge.com. Subscribe our channel in YouTube, like us at Facebook, and forward this to your friends, colleagues, and especially for